Victoria's got it all. She's a very cool girl and sexy too. And Victoria seems like she's up for good fun, and I really like that about her. I appreciated that. So,
Victoria had been single for the better part of 6 years. A headstrong, independent Chicago native with a penchant for true crime podcasts and vintage hats, she had decided to do something drastically different in her pursuit of love. She signed up for Match Me Abroad. Her matchmaker, Rosa, was based in Lisbon, Portugal. "You need someone passionate," Rosa had told her, "someone who can challenge you but also adore you." Rosa set her up with Nuno, a charismatic Lisbon native who owned a trendy seafood bistro near the coast. He was handsome in that rugged salt-air kind of way and had a deep voice that made the word anchovy sound vaguely sexy. Their first date was scheduled for a Saturday afternoon at Nuno's restaurant, Mare Alta, and he had something adventurous and symbolic planned. "I want to share oysters with you," he had texted. "They are mysterious and a little sensual." Victoria replied, "Sensual mollusks. Great. I'm in." The sun glinted off the Atlantic as Victoria arrived at Mare Alta, wearing a flowy linen dress and a Panama hat she'd been dying to debut. Nuno greeted her with 2 kisses, standard in Portugal, though she wasn't ready, and led her to a private patio overlooking the harbor. The oysters arrived soon after, a massive tray filled with shucked shells, lemon wedges, and a mysterious red sauce Victoria didn't dare ask about. "So, oysters," Nuno said, handing her one. "The food of love." "I'm more of a nachos and binge-watch kind of romantic," Victoria said, laughing nervously. "But I'm open-minded." She followed his lead, squeezing lemon on the oyster and slurping it straight from the shell. The texture was alarming. It slipped down her throat, followed by a surprising burst of brine. Then the coughing began. Victoria choked slightly, more from surprise than distress. That tasted like licking Poseidon's flip-flop. Nuno laughed. "You Americans are so dramatic." Victoria grinned. "You say that now. Wait till the chaos starts." Trying to recover, Victoria decided to get playful. "Oysters," she said, holding one up, "are allegedly aphrodisiacs. Are we supposed to be making out by oyster number 6? "I was hoping by oyster 10, Nuno quipped. Just then, a rogue seagull swooped overhead, landing with a squawk beside their table. It eyed the oyster tray with unsettling precision. "Oh no. I've seen this movie," Victoria muttered. "And it ends with bird poop in someone's hair." Before Nuno could shoo the bird away, the seagull lunged forward and grabbed an oyster, its slimy contents flopping to the ground. Victoria shrieked, reflexively jerking back and knocking over her wine glass, which spilled across the table and onto Nuno's linen pants. "I am so sorry," she gasped, grabbing napkins and dabbing at him, realizing too late the location of the spill. Nuno's eyes widened as she patted his inner thigh. "I swear I'm not making a move," she stammered. "I'm just drying your groin with panicked energy." "It's fine," he said, his voice a half-laugh. "Maybe this is foreplay in Chicago." Deciding to press on, they tried a second round of oysters, these with horseradish and hot sauce. Victoria, not realizing the potency of the concoction, took a generous slurp and immediately felt her sinuses ignite. "I feel like I just snorted wasabi through my soul," she wheezed, eyes watering. To make matters worse, her stomach began to rumble ominously. "I'm either falling in love or my digestive tract is filing a formal complaint." Nuno, concerned, offered a glass of water, which Victoria promptly spilled again, this time across her own lap. Her linen dress now looked like a sea creature had taken residence inside it. "Honestly," she said, breathless from laughing at her own disasters, "this might be the worst first date ever." Nuno tilted his head. "Or the most memorable." As if summoned by comedic timing, thunderclouds rolled in, despite the forecast promising clear skies. A sudden gust of wind knocked over a metal chair, which crashed into a waiter's tray. Then came the downpour. With no umbrellas and too far from the entrance, they dashed together under a large overhang beside the kitchen entrance. Soaked, sticky from shellfish, and flushed with laughter, Victoria turned to Nuno. "Next time, I vote tacos." Nuno smiled. "And no birds. Or oysters. Or linen." Once the rain subsided, Nuno invited her inside for dessert, Bo de Brigadeiro, a dense, chocolatey Brazilian Portuguese cake. Victoria took a bite and closed her eyes. This This is what romance tastes like. They sat quietly, feet drying on the warm kitchen tiles, sharing spoonfuls of cake between bashful glances. "So," he said softly, "will I see you again? Or did I scare you away with aphrodisiac bird bait?" Victoria chuckled. "You'll see me again. But we're doing bowling. Or something that doesn't involve ocean mucus." Back at her Airbnb, Victoria recorded a recap video for her Match Me Abroad blog. "So, today I ate a raw mollusk, made accidental contact with a man's thigh, got dive-bombed by a seagull, spilled 2 drinks, suffered an allergic reaction to horseradish, and nearly drowned in a rainstorm. And I liked him. A lot." She paused, then added with a grin, "I think chaos might be my love language." A week later, Victoria and Nuno met again, this time at a retro bowling alley in Lisbon. She wore jeans and sneakers. He brought her a single, carefully chosen macaron instead of a flower. They bowled terribly, ate pizza with pineapple, don't judge me, Nuno had warned, and talked about life, family, and what makes a date worth remembering. "No oysters today," she teased. "Only metaphorical ones," he replied. "I still think you're an aphrodisiac all on your own." She blushed. "You're ridiculous. And you like it."